لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى. الحمد لله الواحد الأحد الفرد الصمد الذي لم يتخذ صاحبة ولا ولدا. يا ربي لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك. آمنا بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد صلى الله عليه وسلم هاديا ورسولا. ونصلي ونسلم على سيدنا وحبيبنا وعظيمنا وقائدنا محمد بن عبد الله الذي أرسله الله رحمة للعالمين مبشرا ونذيرا وداعيا إليه بإذنه وسراجا وهاجا وقمرا منيرا فهدى به الله الأمة وكشف بها عنها الأمة فجزاه الله خير ما جزى نبيا من أنبيائه. أما بعد, dear brothers, Ramadan is the time for dua, especially in the last 10 nights. If you haven't been working hard in dua, then you still have a lot of time to make dua and focus your energy towards Allah Azza wa Jalla. There is a request and there is a dua. And in Islam, there is differentiation. A request is only a description of the need of the requester, while a dua is an emotional, a spiritual feeling that the slave goes towards Allah Azza wa Jal with tentative heart and tentative soul. Yeah. Absent-minded, rhythmic, poetic proses that can last for 20 minutes, 30 minutes after Taraweeh without any tentative heart. That's all just ritual sayings that doesn't have any weight. Allah Azza wa Jal loves when you approach Him is that you submit to Him, not only with your tongue, but also with your heart and your thinking. For dua to be accepted, as we said, the heart and feeling has to be tentative, not just the tongue utterance. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in the best time of the year, in the last 10 days of this time, taught us a very simple dua. So that puts the 20 minutes or 30 minutes dua in perspective. It doesn't have to, Allah Azza wa Jal knows best what do you need and what is good for you. He taught us very simple dua. Allahumma innaka afuwun tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anna. Oh Allah, you love forgiveness. Oh Allah, you are the forgiving. You love forgiveness, so forgive us. Simple. If you approach Allah Azza wa Jal with a tentative heart, thinking of the meanings of these words, you are submitting to Allah that He's the only one, and He's forgiven, and He loves forgiveness. So please Allah, forgive me. There's nothing more deeper in meanings than this. And this is the time. Remember, if Allah Azza wa Jal accepts your fasting and your qiyam, as if you come back as if you were born again. And throughout the year, we have so many seasons. This is exclusive to the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yeah. Hajj during the month of Ramadan, between the Friday and the Friday, and certain times that Allah Azza wa Jal, inshallah, will expiate your sins and will forgive you, inshallah. The second condition for dua is that you put forward, ahead of your approaching Allah Azza wa Jal, you put forward something. You have to put some price, namely tawbah and good deeds. If you take an analogy, and the exalted and the highest analogy is to Allah Azza wa Jal, no similarities. But just to bring it closer to your minds, if you've just wronged done someone, transgressed against someone, yeah, and then few moments later you come and ask him to do something for you or to give you something, that's complete arrogance and complete out of respect. And likewise, when you want to approach Allah Azza wa Jal and you want to be responded to, then you have to put forward your tawbah and the good deeds. Yeah. Make sure that you purify your income. In the hadith, that such and so makes dua, and Allah Azza wa Jal does not answer because his source of income is haram. And he's saying, where is the answer? Purify your income. Make sure that connect with the kids, connect with the relatives. How do you expect Allah Azza wa Jal answering you when you haven't connected with your mom or your sisters? And this arrogance in you stops you from approaching or connecting with them. They may be on the wrong, you may be on the right, but still, if you want the pleasure of Allah Azza wa Jal, you're the one who initiate and connect. Allah Azza wa Jal says, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِ عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ إِذَا دَعَانِ فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لِي وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا بِي لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْشُدُونَ. And the word فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا. And when my slaves ask you, O Muhammad, concerning me, indeed I am near. I respond to the invocation of supplication when he calls upon me. So let them respond to me. And this is the key thing. Respond to Allah Azza wa Jal by obedience, bring forward tawbah, bring forward the good deeds, and inshallah expect the response from Allah Azza wa Jal. When we turn to Allah Azza wa Jal with dua, on its own we are performing our ibadah. Yeah. So ibadah, in this sense, is not, in the simple-minded person, he will think that dua is a means to achieving a goal. In Islam, we don't have this. In Islam, it is a goal in itself. It is a goal in the sense that you acknowledge that Allah is the only one that you turn to when you want to ask for anything. And you continue on dua, asking for whatever you want. Yeah. But deep down, as long as you are doing the dua, you also feel assured that He will choose for me something that is going to be better than what I specify on Him, subhanahu wa ta'ala. And He will bring it at the right time that He chooses for me, rather what I choose. Maryam, the mother of Maryam, she made the dua to dedicate whatever in her womb for Allah Azza wa Jal. Allah, and usually at the time, the people who served the temple used to be boys. And now this time it turned out to be a girl, Maryam. And then from Maryam, Isa alayhi salam, the noble prophet, came. So Maryam was hoping for a boy, and now she said, oh Allah, it is a girl. And the girl is not like a boy, as stated in the Quran. But Allah Azza wa Jal chooses something else. Imam Ibn Ata al-Sakandari says, similar to these meanings, if, in spite of intense supplication, there is delay in the timing of the gift, let that not be the cause of your despairing. For He has guaranteed you a response in what He chooses for you, not in what you choose for yourself. And at the time He desires, not the time you desire. Part of this true ibadah is to accept with deep conviction that Allah will choose the best. We should not approach Allah with our dua and draw conditions. We specify things because in our mind we think dua is a means to achieving a goal. But Allah Azza wa Jalla said, rest assured, just keep asking me, but I want to give you that which achieve your goal. Maybe it's a different means. If you deprive the little boy who has nuts allergy, he will be crying and saying, why my dad is not giving me the nuts? But for the wise grown-up adults, they know this is in the best interest of the child. Hajar alayha salam, our mother Hajar, when Ibrahim left her in a barren land, nothing, and she asked him, did Allah Azza wa Jal order you to leave us here? And he said, yes. There's an announcement here. A white color BMW TA15HAF need to be security announcement, I think, for wrong parking basically.
For 130, otherwise they are going to put 80 pounds ticket.
It has to be removed before 1:30.
Otherwise they will get 80 pounds ticket. So he's coming in 5 minutes.
So Hajar alayhi salam knew deep down that Allah Azza wa Jal, she asked Ibrahim, did Allah Azza wa Jal order you to do this? He said yes. She said, Allah will not neglect us. And then the little morsel of food and water has run out. And the boy started, Ismail alayhi salam started to cry. And she started frantically running up between Safa and Marwa, those two little hills in Mecca. Running up and down, thinking, yes, I am sure Allah Azza wa Jal will send something. It could be here, it could be there, and she kept moving forth and backward. But Allah Azza wa Jal saved the whole situation by sending Jibreel alayhi salam, who hit the ground and Zamzam as a well came up. And the rest is history. Hajar was looking for a drink of water, but Allah Azza wa Jal created Mecca. Because when the water came, and a tribe of the Arabs came round to the source of water, they asked permission from Hajar, and then that later became Mecca. Ismail got married from them and so learned Arabic and grew up between them. She wanted a drink of water, and Allah Azza wa Jal chose to have Mecca, the sacred place. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Ad-du'a mukhul ibadah." Dua is the essence of ibadah, because the slave continuously registers his slavehood before his master, Allah. It is an internal relationship based on the fundamental recognition that I need Him, subhanahu wa ta'ala, all the time. I call upon Him because His calling is a continuous reminder to me that I am the slave and He is the Lord. This is why we say dua is a ibadah and it is a goal by itself. One last story, that the mother of Musa alayhi salam, she was making dua to Allah Azza wa Jal, "Oh Allah, save my boy." It was the year that was due for the boy to be slaughtered. Fir'aun was slaughtering all the boys from the children of Bani Israel. And then they told him, we're running out of people who are going to help us, to work for us in the future. So he said, 1 year leave them alive and 1 year kill them. And it was the year that Musa alayhi salam was supposed to be killed. From Allah's mercy, her pregnancy did not show up. Yet, when she gave birth, she got very scared. And she started making dua to Allah Azza wa Jal to save him. And then, obviously, they are at a different level in Iman than us. Allah Azza wa Jal told her, cast him in the chest, tabut. Yeah, it's like a coffin. That's one scary thing for a mom to throw her son in there and then throw him in the sea or the river, whatever it is. And the river will throw him to the coast or to the beach. And who's going to pick him up? Pharaoh and his soldiers. So the actual casting and throwing him in the water, and the water is going to take him to where she is trying to hide him from. All of that is scary to her. Yet she had deep conviction in Allah Azza wa Jalla, deep iman. And then, وَأَلْقَيْتُ عَلَيْكَ مَحَبَّةً مِّنِّي وَلَتُصْنَعَ عَلَيْنِي. And I bestowed upon you love from me that you would be brought up under my eye. Dear brothers, trying to be clever and smart and specify what you want from Allah Azza wa Jal is disrespect to Allah Azza wa Jal. So from now on, yes, make the dua. Yes. If you think, oh Allah, make my son go to university, or oh Allah, make him get into this discipline or that discipline of education. If it doesn't happen, so what? If you've brought forward tawbah and brought forward good deeds, yeah, before you make a dua, you should have the deep conviction in Allah Azza wa Jalla. Oh Allah, save him or cure her from her illness and disease and so on and so forth. Subhanahu wa ta'ala, you can't specify on Allah Azza wa Jalla. The timing, He subhanahu wa ta'ala chooses for us. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. So, in a nutshell, dear brothers, dua is ibadah and it is a goal. And you need to bring forward with you tawbah towards Allah Azza wa Jal and the good deeds. And make sure that when you make dua, don't just go try your best, especially when you don't speak the language. You try your best to memorize those phrases or those phrases. And then you start saying them after salah without even thinking of what they mean. Or even if you knew what they mean, probably you don't think of the actual meaning. You just say it because so-and-so said after salah it is accepted or such and such effort, reward will be rewarded. Come to Allah Azza wa Jal with the simplest statements. With the simplest statement. Ibn Umar was asked, make dua for us. And he said few words along the meaning of, You Allah, you love forgiveness, forgive us. And they looked at him and said, come on, you are Ibn Umar, and we are looking for more. He said, what more you want than these beautiful meanings? Yeah. Remember, and I end with this, that when you do dua, you are getting ajr. When you are waiting for the response, you are getting ajr. If the response came to what you think is not what you want, you are getting an ajr because you kept the belief in Allah Azza wa Jal. You have serenity and solace and peace in your heart that Allah Azza wa Jal is postponing something that is even better for me. Yeah. It is all win-win situation for all of us. So remember, dua is a ibadah in itself. Always stick to it. عباد الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون وأقيموا الصلاة